Now we're going to look at what happens when I give you different types of information that we have to then put into slope-intercept form. So as a reminder, slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b, where m is our slope and b is our y-intercept, where we're crossing the y-axis. So in part A, I'm giving you these 2 points, 2, 3, and 4, 6. When I give you 2 points, the first thing we need to do is find the slope. So I'm going to use 2, 3 as my x1, y1, and 4, 6 as my x2, y2. So we've got 6 minus 3 over 4 minus 2. 6 minus 3 is 3, 4 minus 2 is 2. So there's our slope. Now I'm going to use either one of my 2 points, it doesn't matter which one, and I'm going to plug those into slope-intercept form in place of the letters x and y. That way we can solve for b. So if I picked 2, 3, 3 is my y value, so we've got 3 equals 3 over 2 times my x value plus b. Then we can simplify. 3 halves times 2 is 3, so we have 3 equals 3 plus b, subtract that 3, so then 0 is equal to b. So now we have a value of m and a value of b, and that's what we'll put into our equation. Y equals our value of m times x, and then if this was a number besides 0, we would put plus or minus that number. But since it's just 0, adding 0 to something doesn't change it, so we are done. In part B, I give you a point and I give you the slope, so I don't need to solve for the slope first. So I'm going to use these 2 pieces of information and solve for b, get our y-intercept, and then we'll write our equation. My y value is -2 equals the slope times the x value plus b. -2 equals -3 times 5 is -15 plus b, and we can add 15. So 13 is equal to b. Now this time we got a value that wasn't 0, so you'll see what that looks like when we're writing the equation. Again, our slope, that's our m, is -3. So we have -3x plus our value of b. If this was -13, this would say -13. But there's our equation in slope-intercept form. Part C, we want to write the equation of a line that's perpendicular to this line and goes through 6, -2. So remember, if we need to be perpendicular to this line, our original slope of that line is 3, so then if we want the perpendicular slope, we need to flip the fraction and switch the sign. It started off positive, so now it's going to be negative. 3 is the same thing as 3 over 1, so we now have 1 over 3. So this is the slope we're going to use in our new line, and then we're going to use this 0.6, -2. So we have -2, plugging in for x and y, -2 equals -1/3 times 6 plus b. -2 equals -1/3 of 6 is -2 plus b. Adding 2 to both sides, 0 is equal to b. So then our equation is y equals -1/3 x. And again, we don't need to put anything at the end because it was just 0. And there's our line.